Greetings, everybody, and welcome back. Are you tired of watching Steven Seagal use too much violence to fight bad guys? Well, how about we watch a guy who was supposed to be the next Steven Seagal and uses just as much violence? Because today we are watching Excessive Force, starring Thomas Ian Griffith. And for real, they thought they had a winning formula with this guy and that they could make him the next Seagal. And that did not happen. This movie was a box office flop, but that means it is Redeye Reviews gold, and I cannot wait to talk about it.
Let's go already!
This is Redeye Reviews. We start with our boy Terry, a cop who's known for being a bit aggressive. He and his fellow police are getting ready to bust this mob deal.
He must be losing his mind to trust you with $3 million in cash.
Are you trying an Irish accent? Well, you started a little Jamaican, and then you went full I don't know what-a-kin. But sadly, we're never going to learn where he's from, because when the cops bust in, he is the first to die. Not just him, a lot of people die. One dude runs away, and this last guy gets chased by our hero, Terry. Firstly, top-notch karate stuff, really. Secondly, there's been a gunfight going on in the back room for a while. And this bar is full. Man, you guys must have really good drink specials. So this dude he arrested is in the hospital. Terry shows up and does this totally honest, legal cop thing and starts attacking him to get him to confess.
What's it gonna be, Tony?
Because, we all know someone under extreme physical and emotional stress will be 100% honest. I also love this guy taking notes because he was told to only write down the bad guy's words and to leave whatever Terry's doing out of it. Can you imagine what this is going to sound like in court? Could you please read the man's statement to the court? I know my rights. Ow, ow. DeMarcus set up the whole thing. Yes. Ow, you're hurting me. Yes.
Swoosh! And that's the game! Nothing further, Your Honor.
And as expected at court, the entire trial gets tossed because Terry used excessive force. Title of the movie. We also learn he has done this exact thing 3 times at this point, which, you'd really think he'd learn his lesson. But what can we say?
Hey, Captain.
Hey, Candyman, what are you doing in this movie? Shouldn't you be, waiting for some teenagers to say your name in a mirror somewhere? However, we learned that the biggest part of what just went down is that there was $3 million at that mob deal, and that money is now missing. So the mob doesn't know where it is. They're pissed. Do you know what I'm saying? And the cops don't know either. But the mob thinks the cops know. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know what you were saying. You don't have to keep asking.
Then we cut to Terry at a jazz club. And he lives right above this place. We also see James Earl Jones, which I guess I forgot how many movies he did back in the day. But if you look him up on IMDb, the man's got an impressive list. We then cut across town to one of his cop buddies who was at that raid. Him and his girlfriend got Terry a pet cat for his birthday. Why are you holding the cat like that? Sir, no, please do not eat the cat. He doesn't eat the cat yet. The mob busts in, beats him up, sadly kills his girlfriend, and then takes him away. And hold the phone. More importantly, where's the cat? Is that little fella just walking around in here? But the mob takes the cop, beats him up real good, asking him where the money is, like real Lebowski style. And then they do that mob thing and they break his legs, and then they kill him.
Isn't that a fun story about a man dying?
The police find his body the next day. Terry discovers it at the scene as well.
I think this was for you. What do you want me to do with it?
And thank God the cat is okay. Wait, you found him back inside that cardboard box? Who put him back in the box? More importantly, if this turns into a John Wick scenario, I will delete this video so fast. But Terry is pissed now, and he goes and just beats the crap out of every mobster he can find, anybody he could think of, basically telling them all that he's coming for them, so to look out. He then does the totally logical thing. He breaks into his ex-girlfriend's house and plays her piano and drinks her booze. So when she gets home, she's like, what the fuck, dude? And she takes her jacket off all angry like. She's like, rah, I'm still sexy, but now I'm sexy and angry. But it's all good because after he shows that he brought over his new cat, she is surprisingly cool about the whole thing. Next day, we cut to the oh my god. Next day, we cut to the guy's funeral. Why the hell are these bagpipes inside? Who told them this was okay? This isn't okay. That is an outside instrument, sir. So afterwards, Terry and the Candyman go to his place real quick, and then the apartment explodes. Terry has now lost 2 friends in like 48 hours. So, you know, the mob means business, baby. And yeah, trust me, the mob in this movie, they're the real deal, man. They're evil, and they don't mess around. Okay, normally they don't mess around, but Shellfish does tend to bring out the Joker in all of us. You ever not play with a lobster claw? Can't be done. But we cut outside, we see Terry has arrived, and he kicks ass right over to the big boss. But this mobster's the meanest, toughest, hardest son of a bitch you ever gonna see.
You keep the money, okay? You keep the money. Don't kill me.
Yeah, man, the mob in this movie is just kind of like depressing. I don't want to watch this scene anymore. We cut to the next day. Terry is walking with his ex, arm in arm, so I think it's safe to say they're back together. And then he sees something in the paper. Mob boss DeMarco is dead. But we know Terry didn't do it. So who did do it?
Did he do it?
Diddy did it.
Damn it, what didn't Diddy do?
I love that clip. I'm never going to stop using it. Get used to it. And to make things worse, James Earl Jones hears people on the radio claiming that Terry is the top suspect. They also go out of their way to mention his girlfriend's name. So that's fun. So he freaks out. He runs over to her place. She's fine. Yeah, that's what you get, dude. Stop breaking into her place and just knock next time. So he fears for his life. He fears for her life. And he's got good reason to, because this out-of-shape old guy shows up and fights him. And it's like, it's weirdly close. You don't look good right now, man. Like, Seagal would have never been in a situation like this. Maybe that's why he didn't make it. I don't know. Terry then calls his boss, and he's like, hey, boss buddy, can we meet and talk? The whole world thinks I killed that mobster, but I didn't. And now people want me dead. And his boss is like, okay, fine, let's go. But if we're going to meet, let's meet somewhere like super sketchy, like under a bridge or something.
Something wrong, honey?
When isn't something wrong?
Wow, you seem to be a really great husband. She only made you some fancy-ass egg, and she put it on a literal goddamn pedestal. Shape up, jabroni.
Can I stop you, though? Yeah. You keep using this word jabroni, and it's awesome.
Terry shows up from the meeting, and it's a setup. Mobsters are there to attack him, but they're all really bad aims, so he's fine. Wow, that was incredible. You jumped up, and then you grabbed a pole? Top-notch stunt there, buddy. But thanks to that incredible stunt, Terry does kind of start running away from these guys. They go through this train yard. There's a bunch of workers. Like, they couldn't care less. They see mob fights every day around these parts. And real quick, back it up. Dude, why aren't you wearing welding goggles? For real, buddy, you can go blind from that shit. But now we have our suspicions. Is the cop boss corrupt? Well, they have a really subtle way of showing us.
It's Chicago. Everybody's got something crooked in their family tree.
So yeah, he's corrupt. He gets promoted to police chief, and then he just goes full dictator like he's made it.
I don't accept it. And now that I'm chief of police, what I accept or don't accept becomes the reality.
Damn, dude, that is some absolute power talk right there. You're a police chief in Chicago. That's impressive, but maybe tone it down a smidge. We also learned the guy was working with the mob, and that maybe he wanted to kill the mob boss before he became police chief in order to, like, wipe his record clean or something along those lines. But meanwhile, Terry and his girlfriend, they get the hell out of Dodge because they know people are out to get them. But I mean, they're not even in this hideout for very long when all of a sudden all these mobsters show up. So not very well hidden, if you ask me. But at this point, Terry, like, he's having a bit of fun, you know. Look at him go. It's not a care in the world on that guy. No way any of those bullets went remotely close to what you're aiming at, but you seem to be enjoying yourself. They go outside. He hides his girlfriend in the cellar.
Don't move till I come get you. You hear me? Take that.
Dude, you told her not to move, and then you kicked one guy and ran back to her to like what, brag about your kick? There are 3 more of them out there, buddy. Maybe go take care of them first. I don't know. Terry does take them all out, and then the final mobster, he's got a brilliant idea. Yeah, he drives his car into the barn to, I guess, try to hit them through the wall. That worked out really well. Also, not to nitpick, but you only fired once, and the car shows 2 bullet holes. It doesn't matter, because that guy is dead now. And now Terry's confused, because he only told 3 people about his secret, not-so-secret hideout house. The cop with the cat, the Candyman, and James Earl Jones. And I'm only now realizing I probably should have written these characters' names down, but I didn't do that. So he confronts James Earl Jones. Ah! Oh, buddy. Terry, you must feel awful scaring your friend like that. And accusing him of working with the mob? That's insane. He owns a small little jazz club. But then we see the police chief walks into a random hotel room.
Hey, you're late.
And the mother-flipping Candyman is alive. He faked his own death in that apartment building fire. Yeah, it turns out these 2 thought, for sure, Terry would actually have killed the mob boss, and then they would just pin everything on him. But when he didn't do that, they had to go kill the boss themselves. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the Candyman, he stole the $3 million, which we kind of forgot about for a while, but yeah, he took the money. So there's not really a mystery there anymore. This is a pretty cool shot, but more importantly, look at that cell phone. My God, what a beast. Dude, forget guns. Just start throwing old phones at bad guys. You would mess them up. So, Candyman breaks into Terry's place to find out where he might have gone. James Earl Jones catches him. It goes exactly like you would have thought. Well, wait, actually, no, way worse. Dude, Candyman, you're supposed to be dead. Then you just left a witness totally alive. That's a really bad idea. And it is a bad idea, because when the police show up, James Earl Jones just rats him out immediately. He's like, yeah, he's alive. He shot me. He also works for the police chief, who's corrupt. I don't know if you guys knew about this. He's corrupt. Also, can we point out real quick that they felt the need to restrain him? This old man with a gunshot wound was a threat to you guys? Really? Also, nice chesticles there, pal. You got a little salt on that pepper. And I, for one, did not think you were rocking that, so good for you, James. So the Candyman shows up. He finds Terry. They get in a fight. Terry kicks his ass really, really good. And Candy must have been hit in the head because he's so confused. When the police chief and his cronies show up, he changes sides and he tries to protect Terry, the guy who just kicked his ass, which gets him shot. But don't feel bad, he's the Candyman. You can't actually kill the Candyman. Then Terry takes out the goons, and out on the roof, he confronts the old man police chief. Which, again, surprisingly hard for him to defeat this old person. You have a really strange weak spot in your fighting style against old people. You gotta work on that. You are flexible, though. I'll give you that. That's impressive. If that is your foot. So he kicks the guy off the roof. He's dead. We cut to the hospital, and James is fine.
What happened to the $3 million? They didn't say anything about it in the paper.
Wait. What happened to the $3 million? Are you implying Terry took the money? That's not good. Also, this is the house of that police chief because that's his wife who hates him. Why is the entire house and all of its belongings getting donated to the Salvation Army? The wife doesn't look okay with it. Or maybe she is. I don't know. I felt like if you left this scene out, it would have been better. But now I have even more questions. And I'll never get them answered because the movie is over. And that was worth it. Was it worth buying it on eBay and now owning this masterpiece forever? Probably not. But it is worth a trip over to Redeye Reacts. Wow, Terry, I didn't know you were a Jedi. Because that punch and kick were about 5 feet away from that guy.
What did you see?
I was looking down. I'm always looking down.
Do you not know how to hold a briefcase? I'll give you a hint. There is a handle. It's literally touching your face right now. And the paper you're holding, spoiler alert, could go inside the briefcase.
I want my money.
Ah, he ruined the spaghetti. That's not the kind of red sauce we like.
Terry, what are you gonna do? Shoot the fire? Also, before you run in there, can you get the fire off that tree? He didn't do nothing wrong. Oh, thank God the tree survived. I don't know how to present this scene. It's just take a look.
I want you to feel something.
What, Terry?
I want you to feel it. I want you to take it out. Slow. Go on, do it. Good girl.
Ha ha ha, I guess. Put a fork in him, 'cause he's done. Oh, I remember those stickers. The ones that look like bullet holes. Dude, your car looks super cool. And that is everything. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like the video, hit the bell, leave the comments. Tell me if you've ever been in a movie with James Earl Jones. It seems like he's in half of them these days. We will see you in the next one, and until then, stay happy and stay healthy.